back to another wonderful episode of the Jane Hater Podcast.
Welcome back. How you feeling?
I am good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well myself.
How your week been going?
It's almost Friday.
Hey, man, when you hear this, it will be Friday.
It will be Friday if you listen to it, as soon as it releases or whatnot. But no, it's just this week has been kind of just
Yeah, it's just been kind of meh.
So I'm glad it's Friday because we got a 3-day weekend because it's my great grand uncle Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So
I don't think it would have been that many greats in there.
I don't either, but obviously I'm lying. So just keep it going.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hey, you really dated yourself or Martin Luther King?
Somebody is dated. No.
So you show back too. What you been watching?
Man, Married at First Sight came back. I don't know. I'm a little.
Where they at now? Like Boston?
They're in Boston. However they say it. I don't speak white folk, but yeah, they're in Boston. I think I'm a little biased because I kind of liked when they were in Houston.
Because it's Texas.
It's Texas, and everybody who is in Texas loves Texas. But yeah, Boston's cool. I can already tell that there's certain couples that kind of give me vibes of previous couples from other seasons, and I can kind of already tell where the fuck shit's gonna come from.
Yeah. I think it's interesting to watch whether you single or you in a relationship,
right? Because
you can kind of see the shit that people go through, and you can kind of see some of the shit because you kind of see different patterns that people have told you, or the way that people acted towards you, or you've seen them act, and you be like, damn, why didn't I see that when they were doing the shit?
Right. Because we're seeing it literally from the first moment, and it's like, oh no, that's not gonna work. That's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Like, what was the one that was like, hey, she gotta cook and she better have me breakfast before I go to work, and
Olajuwon.
Yeah,
that's his name, Olajuwon, and Katina.
Yeah.
Olajuwon, a lot of people are comparing him to Chris from the season before, saying that they don't need a wife, they need therapy.
Oh, for sure.
Olajuwon is supposed to be this reformed playboy. He even had he used to go by his middle name Isaac because he had messed around with so many girls, and they called him the Facebook.
That was my alter ego, is Isaac.
That's your middle name.
People have alter egos like Buzzard Betty or what was it?
Who? Betty Bussett?
No. Is that what it is?
From Big Freedom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, he is like this. He's like this playboy. He's like, I'm ready to stop playing around. I want to be serious and I want to be married. But my wife, she doesn't know how to cook, and I want like 3 meals a day, and I want this and this.
Yeah. She got to work out. She got
all these expectations. But she's supposed to accept the fact that he's been fucking on half of Boston.
But she don't know that because they don't know that. You don't know that. Like, you just don't know. Like, when you be with somebody, you don't know how many people they be with.
I don't think that should matter. Unless you're carrying around like gonorrhea or whatever. But
yeah, you don't want that.
No, you don't want that. But I don't think that should matter.
But watching the show, it made me want to ask you, is there a difference between preference and prejudice?
I think so.
When it comes to being in a relationship or finding a partner, or just in general.
I think so, because I feel like preference is this is like one of your I would like to have. I would prefer it to be this way, but I will take something different. Versus a prejudice is kind of like, this is like that, and I know I don't like that, so there's nothing you can make me say or do to make me even consider that. And you may not have even tried that.
Yeah.
So
I guess I never thought about it like that. And I wonder why people get that so confused to where, if somebody state that they don't like something, they automatically say, oh, you just prejudiced against this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially if it's something that they haven't experienced before. It's just something that they've always heard, so they accepted it to be true.
Oh. I see what you mean.
Yeah. And there could be some truth to it, depending on what you're talking about, or a small population of that certain group could be true.
I guess it's kind of like, like when people like picky eaters. They be like, hey, I heard that calamari is nasty.
Oh, it's squid. Squid has to be nasty.
I'll never eat that because I know that it's nasty, but I ain't never really just.
And then it's like, but you just ate fried calamari and you thought it was
Instead of me saying I would, it would be my preference not to eat.
Right. It's not like, I can't have calamari seafood because I'm allergic, but I don't like seafood. Why? It just don't look good. The fuck? Like,
eat the rubber bands.
Man, listen, some good calamari. Man,
is calamari good? I don't like seafood.
You don't like seafood like that, but I do. It's also a texture thing.
It's like onion rings.
It's like custard, where some people just don't like custard because of the texture, and some love it. But I don't. Yeah, I can see. I don't like the texture of custard. But
how do you think that go in dating? Because I hear a lot of Black women say, a lot of men call them, Shaniquas and
Keishas
and they talk about the hair and they talk about the lashes and they, Black women act like this and they do this.
Now, mind you, some of that again, that's a situation where it may be true for a small population, but you can't generalize all Black women or white women or
so you
gay women or whatever into that same bucket, I guess.
So is that what turns the preference into prejudice?
I think so too. Now, my thing is, because I had a phase, and it was a phase. It was where I preferred white boys. I know. I'm sorry, ancestors. No, but I'm joking. But I had a preference for white boys. I still would date a Black guy or found one handsome or whatever, but I just preferred at that moment to just date white boys. That's what I was into at the time. But I didn't hate Black men. I didn't hate Latino men. I wasn't like, oh no, I'll never go that way. I'm staying right here on the white road. I'm not, no. That's not where I was. So I had a preference. I mean, I feel like some well, I don't know about all girls. I know some of my friends do, but go through little phases where they're kind of into certain dudes or whatever, depending on what was going on in their life. But no, that's a preference. That wasn't. I don't think that was a prejudice. Prejudice is like, I don't date Black women because they're all loud and they're aggressive.
They all act like Medea.
They all got 10 kids and they all this and this and that. What Black women are you?
Or do you think that maybe Black women don't find them attractive or don't want to date them, therefore it's just better for them to shit on Black women and be like, I'll date everything but.
Are you speaking for as far as Black men or just men in general?
Is that a difference?
When Black men say, again, there's a difference in you like what you like. You can like what you like. And if Black women aren't attractive to you, if, Black men aren't attractive to you, that's fine. You have a preference.
Yeah.
But to sit here and make damaging, attacking, type of remarks like, oh, they're this and they're that, and trying to bring out what's bad about them, and you don't even know them like that because you don't date them. When it's a Black man that makes those comments, it just really burns me up because I'm like, you came from a Black woman. So what's the issue you have with your mother? For you to just really disrespect Black women the way you do. You were raised around Black women. So what happened to make you think that all Black women are bad? Because then if you hate Black women, you hate yourself because you came from one.
I never thought about it like that.
And it just bothers me so much because out of all the shit that goes on in the world, it doesn't matter if you're a Black man, a Black woman is going to take care of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We take care of everybody. Back in slavery times, we took care of masses kids, stuff like that. We will always be caretakers. So that's kind of in our nature. And we couldn't be nothing but that. We were expected to play that type of role. And then we were expected to care, but if we don't like something or if we disagree with something, we can't have emotion. As soon as we have emotions, then it's like,
you're being loud,
you're being disrespectful, but no one ever talks about what happened to make her get to that disrespectful point. Okay. Granted, there are some people that take it too far, but that happens in every race.
Yeah, I mean,
there's some white people that will turn up because their Starbucks is not extra hot. So we've seen it. We've seen it all because of the age of the internet. We've seen it.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
when it's a Black woman, she's immediately ghetto. She doesn't have no job. She probably has
a
bunch of
kids. Training.
Listen, I know more.
You on the welfare,
right? Not the welfare.
You on the welfare.
But there's just as many white people on welfare and on food stamps and all that.
I mean, they say it's probably more.
Right. But that we don't want to talk about.
But a lot of black people can't get welfare too. But we ain't gonna talk about
we ain't gonna get there's a whole.
But if y'all know how I can get some food stamps, come and talk to you, boy. I mean,
www.janheader@gmail.com. But Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, just holler at us.
I got all of it. Holler at me.
But no, I think that's just what really it. Because if nothing else, we will cape for the black man. I mean, and it's funny because I almost wore my shirt that said "Black men are magical" too. You know, so it just really burns me up when there are these men out here who just dog black women and just make it seem like we are the worst things on earth.
Or don't degrade black women because you have a preference for another race.
Right. If
that's your preference, just allow it to be.
If you like Asian women, then you just like Asian women. It is what it is. Again, we kind of have this conversation a lot where we talk about how a lot of people are trying to be something that they're not just to be accepted when you really are just unauthentically yourself.
Yeah. People like you more when you're authentic. Authentically. I can't say that word. Why I can't say that word?
Authentically yourself.
Yeah, that word.
When you keeping it real.
Yeah, when you keep it real.
Because like you could be like, hey, my nigga Chad over there, he likes putting ketchup in his rice, but that's my dude. He cool. That's just what he like. This is what he like.
I mean, shit weird, but right. I mean, that's what he like.
But I just...
But I ain't gonna be like, hey, don't talk to that nigga ever again because he put ketchup in that rice.
Raggedy nigga.
What crazy nigga do that? Only people that kill people do.
Right. If you eat pizza from like the bread side first and then go, that's your, I can't hang with you.
But I used to do that, especially when they do the cheese.
Used to. That's different. Cheese in the crust is different.
But it's still
different. Because it's cheese. It's a cheese stick at that point. Who ain't gonna eat the cheese stick?
I guess. Yeah.
Anyways, but
how they work with friends though? Like, can you have like
a preference of like a type of friend that you would like to for example, you want to always associate yourself with people who have money and who are wealthy but you really don't have anything in common with them and you shit on people.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
So you would rather hang out with, I don't want to say normal people, but for us, you know what I mean?
Cancel.
You want to hang out with black people, but you don't want to hang out with niggas. How about like Don Lemon? Like the black people over there or the Negroes over there?
Listen, to our white listeners, that was a very black statement that he made. And when he said it, I immediately knew. But it's funny because I've heard like white people say the same thing. Well, are they white or are they trash? Like, I don't know why they have an accent, but they did at that point.
Well, it's Jennifer Aniston over there or it's Honey Boo Boo now?
Don't do.
I mean, I know she don't want to be called Honey Boo Boo no more, but she forever gonna be Honey Boo Boo.
Her name is Alana. She said y'all gonna put some respect on her name.
Okay.
And Mama June.
She still smoking crack, ain't she?
You know what? I don't know what the woman does in her personal time.
She probably met that amphetamine.
She gonna come for you. She gonna hear about this and she gonna come for you. And now I'm gonna have to fight Mama June.
She can't even run.
Then I win.
Anybody come for me, they can't run.
Bye. Anyway. But yeah, I do know some people who they have a preference of, or at least the friends that they want to be seen with. You know, because just for appearances and, things like that. Or I know some girls that like being friends with girls who they know aren't that cute. So that way when they're out, they're always the cute.
But that's a prejudice, ain't it?
What you mean? No, that's just being a bitch, actually. And then that's just really being a shitty person. But yeah, so.
So how you think that work though?
What do you mean?
So like, I know that people have prejudices when it comes to work. You know, like, hey, we ain't gonna hire no more black people in here. Versus people who
we got the one, we don't need to hire anymore.
So how do you feel that same way with black owned business? To where yes, the owner may be black, but they only hire black people. Do you think that's a preference or a prejudice?
I feel like that's helping our community. No, no, I feel like that's definitely a preference. Well, I don't know. It depends.
Yeah,
it depends. It depends.
I mean,
I think there's a blurred line there. I feel like there could be a blurred line there because
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish.
Well, maybe you just hiring who you know. You know what I mean? Or if it's like a family business or whatever. But
That's a slippery slope because they, it could go the other way.
I think it's favoritism.
But I'm good old boy be like, well, I hired Jimmy's son and I hired Raymond's son, but we're not gonna hire old Tyrone's son.
Not Tyrone's son. Not Tyrone, but Tyrone's son. No, I think it just depends. Because if it's like a local, like mom and pop type shop, then the people who are local to that area, if they just happen to be black, they just happen to be black.
So, I think that's where you kind of got to draw the line. Like, if it's like a family owned, it's only the family doing it, then that's probably where it...
But if it's just the neighborhood spot, like a mom and pop spot, and they may hire only people who work right there in the area, and if it's an area where it's all white folks or all black folks or all, you know what I mean, then that's who's going to be there. Now, if little Susie come in and want to work at mom and pop barbecue, then, Susie, how much do you know about barbecue? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of tough. But, you still have to be fair. At the end of the day, when it comes to, like, hiring, if you have a set list of qualifications, you need to look at who fits the qualifications.
They're like Hooters. So they have a preference to hire women. They have a prejudice against hiring men with shorts. Little shirt. Hey, you want some wings?
Honestly, it's been a long... You want some wings, Chief? Honestly, I haven't been to Hooters lately, so for all we know, they do hire men, and so it's just do men apply?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Probably. Dale Gribble apply.
If they work at Sephora, then they definitely want to wear Hooters.
Well, Sephora is different because it's about makeup. You don't have to be to wear makeup. You can still be. Never mind. I don't want to dip into that, but because I'm a little inebriated, and I will probably say something in a way that I didn't mean to say it, but
that's fair.
So. I'm recognizing. I'm just gonna shut the hell up.
Sometimes it's maybe for the best.
Yeah. But I don't know. It just really boils my blood when it's men talking about women, especially black women.
Do you think that it goes the other way around sometimes too, where women have preference or prejudice against men?
Oh yeah, we have preferences. A lot.
I ain't dating no short nigga.
And then they end up marrying a short nigga. Raggedy. Also, I know girls that are like, I'm not marrying him if he doesn't make X amount of money. They literally will not.
But that's a preference, right?
That is a preference. So, with some women that is law.
So that makes it a prejudice.
Yes, that makes it, because that is law. I'm sorry, you make how much? No. They won't even breathe your way. Yeah.
It sounds good. But...
And the thing is, a lot of men think that women who are gold diggers look for these men. Yeah, there are women that probably don't make that much, so they want a man that makes a lot of money. But there are also women who are at a certain level of power, and they want their guy to have that same, certain financial level or whatever. That. So it's not on some gold digger shit. It's on some I'm not paying for you shit. So we both gonna bring equal parts to the table.
I never thought about it like that.
Right. But
we can say the stereotype when them niggas be getting them old women. Yeah, nigga, I've been handsing her all that life, nigga. I'm not even trying to get her welfare. None of that.
None of that.
I don't want it. I love her for her.
But you getting the PS5, ain't you?
Yeah,
Who paying for it?
Me. I went to the store and picked it up.
Oh, okay.
So I paid for it.
She paid for it and then you picked it up online, curbside?
No, I went and picked it up so the person that picked it up paid for it.
Wait.
All right, move on. Next thing.
Okay, anyways. But, yeah, women have preferences and some. There are prejudices, but...
Give me one surefire prejudice that women be throwing on me.
Man, if you under 5'8", 5'10", come on now.
I'm just asking.
Listen,
preference or a prejudice?
Well, the prejudice would be all 5'6" men ain't shit. Preference is I would prefer him to be this height versus this height. But just saying, under that. I don't date men who are 5'6" because they ain't shit. That's different.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, or I don't date men that have kids. Yeah. I don't want no man that I know. I have a friend who will not date a guy if he has more than one baby mama. She does not care what the situation is. She doesn't care what happened, whether they left him or he left them, whatever. If he didn't know about the baby, it doesn't matter. If he has more than one baby mama, that is a deal breaker.
But that's a preference, right?
Because she feels like every man that has more than one baby mama ain't shit.
Oh, then that's a prejudice.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes, she feels like if he has more than one baby mama, then he can't manage his responsibilities and he ain't shit because he can't stay with nobody. I'm like, wait, like
that's
but don't
real
you have like 3 kids by like 5 different men? So yeah,
but that don't count,
right?
What about the ones that be like, he can't have no kids, but he got to come in and take care of my 3
because they need a daddy. How he gonna be their daddy and somebody else's daddy?
That's a preference, then.
Yeah, that's a preference. Yeah, that's a preference. Because I would rather him not have this. I really would like it if he don't have this. Not all men who have this are like this.
I got you.
Yes.
Okay.
So
that's what's up.
Did you have any? Even when you were growing up and dating and stuff, did you have a certain preference or prejudice?
At one point, a small point in time, I didn't want to date a girl that was shorter than me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just like tall
women.
You mean like,
so you was dating WNBA players?
Yeah. I think the tallest one was like 6'6", 6'7".
So it was okay for her to be taller than you?
Yeah, I wanted her to be taller than me. I didn't want to talk to nobody shorter than me. It was just different.
So you didn't have to look down?
It was just different.
So I need to start standing on chairs when I talk to you. So that's what not get your rocks off?
No, I'm
Is that
it? What really kind of broke me out of it was because I was talking to my mama about it, and she was like, I hated dating your daddy because he was shorter than me. And then it made me think like, damn, I'm shorter than him. Maybe one day they can be like, damn, I don't want no little nigga that's 6'1". now I look like the dweeb.
So I can't take you to WNBA games because you're going to be looking at the big bitches.
Now they would probably be knocking my head like Donkey Kong.
You know what? Okay. So you preferred a woman that was taller than you? Or your same height? Or they just had to be taller?
No, they had to be taller.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they super tall.
So now I gotta be prepared to fight a big bitch, just in case she look at you and you be like, memories. Now I gotta jump up and knock both of y'all niggas out.
Nah, none of that.
So I gotta wear my what you think?
Brass knuckles.
With brass knuckles at the selfie, bitch.
I know that.
Okay.
But it's just something we just wanted to talk about. The preference versus.
Yeah, we can't go too deep into it because I'll probably mess around and go off. That that really just.
It's up to you. I mean, you want to go off before you get the petty word?
I'm not supposed to go off. It is 2022.
Oh, okay then.
You know how they say New Year, New Me? New Year, same bullshit.
Okay, but do you have any petty words of wisdom?
Of course I do. So, listen, in 2022, it is what it is. So, the petty words of wisdom are, you either gonna make shit happen, watch shit happen, or let shit happen to you. Which one? You gonna make it happen, you gonna watch it happen, or you gonna let it happen to you?
I mean,
it's always gonna be one of the three. So why not make shit happen?
I mean, yeah,
I know.
because if you don't get up and move, then you just be watching everybody else do the shit that you wanted to do,
or it's gonna happen to you.
Or like the SpongeBob meme where you looking down and them niggas is out there running.
Squirrel's looking down and they're like, yay!
Yeah, that's gonna be you. You be like, damn, nigga, I should have been doing that shit too.
You wish that was you, huh? Yeah.
I should have been doing taxes too.
You know what? I should have been doing credit repair. Pay $10 and get $20 back.
I should have went to H&R Block back in November.
Did that tax training class for like $89.95 plus the books.
Selling and marketing. I like that. Tell him one more time.
You either gonna make shit happen, watch shit happen, or let shit happen to you.
You damn sure don't want to let it happen to you.
Don't let it happen.
I should just let life happen to me. And
don't do it. It's
run you over sometimes.
But when you realize that you are actually in control, and it sucks because I didn't realize, like, real shit, full transparency. I didn't really grasp that I could literally control my life until I would hit my mid-30s. Where it's like, I could eat birthday cake for breakfast if I want to.
I mean, technically you could.
I cannot pay Sprint if I don't want to. You know, I'm not gonna do that, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
you definitely need.
I mean, they got paid. They're T-Mobile now. They got paid, but you know, you literally can control what you want to do. If you don't want to do this job, you don't have to do this job. Yeah. If you want to open up a business, you can open up a business. If you want to call in because you want to watch SpongeBob all day and King of the Hill all day, you can do that because you're an adult. Now, I mean, there's consequences to your certain actions.
There's always consequences.
But you are still in control of it. So
I mean, that's true too.
Why let shit happen to you when you can actually literally make shit happen for yourself?
Okay.
So that's it. That's all.
I like that.
Thank you.
Damn, what? And as always, you know you can find us at www.janehater.com.
Or on the social medias. On Instagram, I am at JDuce.
That's right. You can find your boy Lord Hater.
And you can also find us on Facebook.
And Instagram, I mean, we already said that. Yeah. And then YouTube, you can find, if you just want to look at our beautiful faces, you can find us on YouTube. Right. The Jane Hater Podcast on there as well.
We don't even be ashy or nothing.
No, not usually.
Not usually. Not usually. It is cold outside, though. It was cold at night.
I don't like that.
I know.
So, what else you got for them?
I don't have anything else. Thank you guys for tuning in. As we always say, we appreciate you. And in 2022, remember to protect your peace. Bye.